So, welcome everybody. My name's Kurt Schneider. I'm the Director of the Environmental Services Department for Chisago County, and the Solid Waste Division of my office is really excited to present to you today the expansion of the Household Hazardous Waste Facility here in North Branch to serve the entire county of Chisago. All 55 some odd thousand people are welcome to use this facility. It's a free use facility in terms of your household hazardous waste, and now it's a free use facility in terms of your, what I'm going to call your typical curbside recycling materials, your cardboard, your glass, your aluminum, all of those things that when you miss that week of collection or after the Christmas holidays and you got 1,000 cardboard boxes in your garage, spread the word, because you can responsibly recycle and get rid of those materials here at our facility now, and that's exciting. It's exciting to see this, is it 20-plus-year-old facility? Where's Paul? 23-year-old facility. Paul's been here for all 23, so Paul knows. It's exciting to see this facility get reinvigorated with new services, and this is just the start. We have plans to help this facility move along into the 21st century here soon with some other needed improvements in warehouse and employee needs. And so a little bit of background first, and then really my role is going to be to thank a bunch of people and a bunch of partners that are involved in this project. And then I'm going to get out of the way because there might be some other folks that want to talk here today. So as I mentioned, this facility has been serving the residents of the county for over 20 years. It's been exponentially, in my time here, year after year, increasing its service level, and it gets rave reviews, frankly, for what it is. It's solid waste, it's garbage, it's messy, but it's effective. You can't find somebody that has used this facility not appreciate this facility for what it is. So it's been an inspiration on many levels of solid waste and recycling, and I think it's going to be more sought after now with the new service models we have. And as I mentioned, it's just the first part of some planned investment that I hope you'll see. Fingers crossed. And for those folks that are in the audience that might have something to do with future grant funding or pursuits, I'd like to make sure we talk before we're done today. So I want to show you and have you talk to the right people here so you can understand the true community support and community involvement in Chisago County for this, what was a groundbreaking investment 23 years ago and continues to be groundbreaking for county government service models. So with that little bit of background out of the way, here come the thank yous. I first want to acknowledge that nothing happens involving this facility without the hard work and commitment of the people that work here. So there's a small group of really dedicated employees that make this work, and they've been making it work for over 23 years. And Solid Waste Administrator Lisa Thibodeau for getting it done. Thank you for getting this done. You know, Lisa is pretty soft-spoken. What you need to know about Lisa is she is a statewide leader in the world of solid waste. She's not just a county employee here working this facility and handling all of the solid waste vendors throughout the county. She's a powerhouse within the state of Minnesota. When people have questions, need resources, they call Chisago County, they look for Lisa. The rapport, the collaboration, the connections with the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency and other agencies throughout the state, Lisa makes things happen, and she doesn't step out in front of the line very often. So Lisa, just let's give her another round of applause. Thank you. So the HHW crew, there's crew sounds like a lot of people. Guess what? There's two of them, right? So I mentioned Paul Dennison over here for a good 23 years playing the bagpipes. And our newest crew member, Megan Stegmeyer, right here, has been a rock star since we hired her. And I can see her fingerprints on things here too. And thank you for the work you do and for getting keeping the facility operating while we tore up the property as we have here. So second, nothing happens without the political support of the county Board of Commissioners, their financial support, their enthusiastic discussions and support at board meetings about solid waste activities, and for their trust in us as employees to make these projects and these programs happen. We've got a number of county board members here, Commissioner and Chair Ben Munska, Commissioner Rick Green, and Commissioner Dan Dahlberg. So thank you for your ongoing support. Also couldn't be here today, but send their thanks and very aware of this event, Commissioner Marlish Dunn and Commissioner Jim Swenson. Jim particularly was disappointed he couldn't be here because this is his home district. He's a North Branch area representative, and so they very much appreciate that we're here celebrating today. We'd like to thank everyone who made this yard possible. Partner support is super important when you start a project like this. It starts on paper, right? It starts filling out grant requests. It actually starts before you fill out the grant request. It starts with the discussions with state agencies and local supporters to try to put together the best programs you can and show the proof in the pudding that projects like this make sense in a community like ours. And so our partner agencies and partner contractors include strong support from the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. We'd like to thank them for awarding. We'd like to thank them for awarding a Greater Minnesota Recycling Grant in 2021 that's helped finance a good share of what you see here in this project. TKDA, which is our architecture and design firm, we're not much good drawing this stuff up on napkins, and we need help to get it done. So TKDA, thank you. The general contractor, Rusty and Patty Joe Thole of Taylor West. I know there's some Taylor West folks here today. Thank you. The city of North Branch, believe it or not, it doesn't happen without the local government unit either, and that requires early conversation and early coordination. And so Renee Fry, Nate Sondrel with the city, thank you for your help. Thank you for getting us through your permitting process and supporting the project. And our neighbors, Rob Higley of Higley Cabinets to the north, and John and Teresa Murray from North Tech Construction to the south. Thanks for putting up with the unusual activities around here, and thanks for putting up with the future unusual activities around here. We'll do the best we can to be good neighbors moving forward, and I hope you're excited to see some of the investment happening in the neighborhood here. So LePage and Sons, and so you'll see behind me a pretty nice, it's the nicest garbage truck I've seen in quite a while. LePage and Sons is one of our licensed solid waste haulers, and they've contracted with us to handle the recycling, and it's going to be particularly important that we work closely with them, especially as we start the facility up, to figure out the best operational procedures, the best collection, the best. We don't know what kind of volume, what kind of activity exactly we're going to start out with, but we know where we want to go, and we want to keep LePage busy, moving containers in and out of here and increasing our recycling awareness and recycling rates. So thank you, LePage and Sons, and even the Soil and Water Conservation District. Craig Mel seems to always get his fingers involved in some way, some shape or form. Craig and the SWCD are great partners in the county with my office, with solid waste activities and other activities, and so thank you to Casey Thiel and Craig Mel at the SWCD. They've had some involvement with the rain garden that we put in the back here, as well as native planting work. It's tough to see it right now because it'll take a little bit to come up around that rain garden, but we've had some hand plantings and shoreline, rain garden type landscaping activity through Martha Reuter of Shoreline Landscaping done to help support some of the stewardship goals we like to communicate here at the facility throughout. So lastly, gateway signs, maybe not as evident, but we're going to do our best to communicate with the public and let people know the new services and the existing services that we offer here at the facility, and that doesn't happen without a good sign and partner. Gateway helps our office from parks to solid waste to everything in between. So thank you to Gateway Signs. Next, I'm going to turn it over to Heidi Ringhofer from the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency for a couple of words. And Heidi's the grant administrator on this project. And Heidi?
Good morning, everyone. My name's Heidi Ringhofer. I work for the Pollution Control Agency, and as Kurt said, I was the grant administrator and worked very closely with Lisa through the whole project, and it looks fabulous that it's done. The PCA, or the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency, is very excited about this opportunity to increase diversion of waste from the landfill. and that there's more recycling opportunities in the area for the households. It's a good use of funds and what the grant program was intended for. And I concur with everything you said, Kurt, about Lisa and Paul. I've worked with them, well, I think it's forever, you know, as a fellow SWA and on a lot of HHW levels. So I know that they're really go get them, and Lisa has the tenacity to get this job done, and her and I talked a lot about it. So she is a powerhouse, as you said, and I think the support of all the local units of government are absolutely critical to further solid waste and recycling and proper management of waste in the state of Minnesota and Chisago County and the city of North Branch. So thank you, Chisago, and all the other local units of government, and Lisa and Paul and all the staff of Chisago County.
I've kind of put our commissioners on the spot, but I see Chair Monska. Do you want to say a few words?
I'm going to. And at the county board, they have a timer, which Rick doesn't always use when I talk. And he doesn't have it now, so good luck. Of course, the state of Minnesota, we're so proud of our state for supporting our environment and helping local units of government really try to do our best. This is such an important thing to the county board, and we're very happy to have been part of this. Paul Dennison, I have been listening to your wonderful bagpipes for the last 23 years as a commissioner. So I'm so proud to say that all the way along, you've been there playing your bagpipes, but also your leadership in this area. Also, Lisa, thank you so much. And Kurt, we have just a wonderful environmental services department. And the board throughout, the entire board is really committed to environmental services, the protection of our environment, and then also the trail. We have a wonderful trail. I see Joe here, our trail guy. This is something that we as a county really want to encourage. We've got trails to use, and we're trying to expand our trails, and we want everyone to get out there and improve our community health, public health. And I want to say, I took a bike ride this morning before work, and I'm ready to go. So I hope everyone can do the same as much as possible. That's why we've got these trails here. And of course, thank you to the state of Minnesota for the great help that they've given Chisago County, building so many miles of trails within our county. So with that said, congratulations, Environmental Services Department. Congratulations, Lisa, for your hard work in leading us up. You're the best. And thank you all for being here.